Hello everyone, and thanks for tuning into the Financial Investor channel. My name is Brent, and today we're going to be doing the stock market weekly recap for February 4th through the 8th, 2019. We're going to be taking a look at last week's changes for the week, take a look at the 4 main indexes for this week, the emerging markets, stock futures, the stocks that have moved most active in the after hours, take a look at the entire S&P 500 movement for the week, and then we're going to be taking a look at financials, semiconductors, home builders, the oil, dollar, silver, gold, bonds, and mortgage rates. Now, I like to do these videos every single week, just a very quick 10-minute video covering the information for historical reference. That way, it's very easy to take a look here at the playlist for the weekly recaps and say, okay, we have moved up positive, positive, positive over the last few weeks. It is okay if we have a week here where we're basically flat, or we may pull back slightly. So if you are brand new to the channel, hit that subscribe button below. If you do enjoy the video, find it helpful, hit the thumbs up. And of course, if you have any comments, questions, want to say hello, drop it in the comment section. And I always read and reply to all your guys' comments. And let's go ahead and get into the video. I'm going to go ahead and flip my screen around and go ahead and share this with you guys. So last week's changes for the week, we had the S&P 500 move up very nicely here, 1.56%. The Dow Jones up 1.31%. The Nasdaq up 1.37%. And then my portfolio last week was up 2.76%. So very good between January 28th and February 1st, 2019. Now, taking a quick look here at the S&P 500 this week, it was basically flat. Monday, Tuesday, we moved higher. Wednesday, we had President Trump come out, do his State of the Union. The market sort of came out negative a little after that here on Thursday. You can see the market opened up lower, it gapped lower, and then just continued trending lower throughout the day. So Wednesday, Thursday just kind of knocked out any sort of gains, and then Friday pretty much stayed flat for that day. So 5-day change up 0.05, basically flat. Year to date up 8.02. The same can be said for all the other indexes here. Monday, Tuesday were positive, and then kind of trended down Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, ending pretty much flat here, up 0.17. Year to date here, 7.63. The Nasdaq also Wednesday, Thursday being negative here. This one was sort of the winner, I believe. Yeah, the winner this week, up 0.47%. Year to date, it is up nearly 10% year to date. Then we have our Russell 2000. Monday, Tuesday, again positive, just like all the other ones here. But then Wednesday and Thursday, again, kind of mirrored the whole negativity there. And Friday was basically flat on the day, ending up 0.29% for the entire week and 11.7% year to date. So the Russell 2000 is currently the most positive here out of the main 4 indexes here. Now, iShares here, the emerging markets here this week went down 1.4%. It is up year to date 7.94%. This is one I guess kind of track for historical reference, not one that really affects us here in the United States. It's more for the emerging markets. It has, I don't know exactly, we can actually take a quick look if you would like, but it doesn't even show the top 10 holdings there. So kind of continuing on, the after hours stock futures are looking pretty positive right now. We kind of ended the day flat. So if we have any sort of news that comes in sometime this weekend, I know here towards the end of the day, the S&P 500 had a very nice pop. Now, when I was checking out a couple articles online, there was some announcement about the trade deal between the United States and China maybe being possibly back on the record and getting worked at, but I could not find any articles out there covering what exactly was said, just little snippets and pieces of it. So I believe that is what popped up these markets here towards the end of the day. You can see here that we were pretty much going to be ending the day in the negative, but just right there, about 10 minutes to close, something came out and it popped all the markets up for the positive for the day. So we'll see how the futures kind of go out through the weekend, see what kind of news kind of comes out. The futures can always adjust there. Currently in the after hours, some of the most active laggard stocks that are recognizable here: AMD moving down 1.3%. We have General Electric moving down 0.1%. Chesapeake Energy up 1.26%. Qualcomm up 0.38%. We have Comcast there staying flat. CVS Health Corp down 0.17%. Lowe's, couple recognizable stocks here. Not too bad though. Pfizer and a few others. So S&P 500 here on Friday, you can see it was a mixture. It wasn't just any one sector that was stronger or weak here in the market. Every sector had a little bit of green, had a little bit of red. The financials even kind of mixed in there. We had Bank of America up 0.18, whereas JP Morgan and Wells Fargo were down almost 1% each. Here in technology, Google down 0.32, Facebook up 0.57. So pretty mixed here on Friday. Now if we take a look here for the 1 week performance, we can see here that if you looked at basic materials, so that's your gold, your silver, your copper, all your your independent oils and gases and basic materials, and maybe that's not even the materials and such, but a lot of negativity there. I know silver and gold were negative this week. Oil also being negative this week. Healthcare, not a lot of positivity there, but again, financials, healthcare, Berkshire Hathaway down 3.95, Apple up 2.34%. So very mixed mixtures. That's why the market was basically flat here throughout the week. Some sectors out there, basic materials, healthcare, financials, property and casualty insurance and investments, pretty much negative, whereas some of the technology, some of the consumer goods, industrial goods and utilities were positive this week. Now, taking a look here at financials, again, financials basically kept the market down. So in order to move higher here in the market, the financials have to move higher as well. So financials down 1.46% within the last 5 days. Year to date, still positive here, 7.77%. We had that semiconductors. So here's where we had that mix. We had financials down 1.46% for the week. We had semiconductors up 1.89% for the week. So basically kind of just technology was on the positive end in the semiconductors, and the financials were here on the back end. Technology and financials make up some of the largest percentages of the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones there. So home builders, again, positive here, up 1.15%. Year to date, down up 13.81%. Oil, positive for the week, down 4.73, but it has run up crazy these last few, just within the last month. You can see this very nice, crazy movement here within the last month if this thing decides to load here. Okay, so maybe not within the month. I thought it was within this last month. So back in December, it just started running up. I'm not sure why this is showing the 1 month is only a 0.18. Maybe it had been up higher. So it's been coming down the last few weeks. I believe it was negative last week as well. So interesting. So kind of moving down. Dollar this week. So the stock market, it was basically flat, but the dollar actually climbed higher this week. So 5-day change for the dollar. We started down at 95.61. The dollar continued creeping higher and higher, ending for the week at 96.64. So kind of interesting out there why the dollar is back on the rise despite the Fed's dovish turn. So kind of a couple interesting articles out here if you guys want to check this out. This is all displayed over on Market Watch. I will have a link here in the comment section if you guys want to check this out. There'll be a couple articles here going over why the dollar is actually getting stronger even though the Fed has decided not to increase their rates. That's what's kind of hurting the financials now. Fed came out last week saying, hey, we're not going to be raising rates right now. I believe after July, somewhere around there, that's when the Fed may come out and do a rate hike. But right now, the financials, they were already down so low that they kind of had to get a little bit off those lows as the Fed was kind of come out. Then they came out, made their announcement, they're not going to be raising rates, and that's what kind of stalled out the banks there. So silver down for this week, down 0.6. Year to date, positive 2.13. Gold also down this week, 0.23%. Year to date, up 2.44%. Bonds positive this week by 0.31%. Year to date, up 0.9. And then we have our bond rates. So this week, in comparison to last week, so the main ones here, the 5-year, last week it was 2.51%. So currently it's 2.41. So the 5-year is actually trending downwards. The 10-year last week was 2.69. It's now 2.63. And our 30-year was 3.03 last week when we had our video. It is now 2.98%. Fed, our prime rate remains the same. And if we take a look at here at mortgages, last week it was 4.5% annual percent rate. and now it's 4.49. So very, very sliver in the negative direction there. Now, kind of jumping back over to Facebook, I didn't post a whole lot this week. I made a video covering my Monday buys. I made a few purchases here. I went out, bought Apple, ABM, Consolidated Edison, Kellogg's, Lockheed Martin, Lowe's, and Altria. Posted a video there. I made a video and then posted what my purchases actually ended up being and how it affected my dividend income going forward. So it increased it by $5.01 for 2019 going forward. Triple M also came out declaring an increase in their dividend from $1.36 to now $1.44. That was a difference of 5.9%. So I just kind of gave off some statistics here. So if those same share positions increase my my share positions increase my dividend income from $11.26 to $11.82. It's a very small change of only 0.56%, but I did not have to buy anything. I did not have to sell anything. This was just very passive. And going forward, as my dividend income begins to increase and buy back more stocks and they begin to increase their rates, it's just going to continue to compound. You don't really have to watch it. It's just going to happen. And all you have to do is continuously, year to year or every quarter, look at your companies, make sure that their financials are moving in the correct direction. They're not taking on more debt that they can handle and such. So we had the State of the Union here on Wednesday. I made a post there, how it was going live. I made my video Wednesday going over 5 reasons M1 Finance is the best broker out there for dividend growth investors. It was basically number 1, they offer $0 trades on stocks and ETFs. Number 2, they offer partial shares. Number 3, automated fractional investing. Number 4, you can schedule your deposit. So based off your plan, you can schedule your deposit to meet your plan. And number 5, they offer the fee-free Roth IRA to tax shelter your dividends, which is the main component. If you're a dividend growth investor, you do not want to be invested in a taxable account. If you get $100, $200 in dividends, you're going to be paying, depending on your tax bracket, taxes on those dividends. You really want to be tax sheltering your dividends in order to have this compounding effect really take effect here over the next 5, 10, 15 years. I did the math on this, and the trajectory of my portfolio, if I continue this path over the next course of just a few, 5, 10 years, you're going to see the portfolio begin to grow by paying out $1,000 of dividends, and then $1,500 of dividends, and $2,000 of dividends, all the way up to about $12, $13 of dividends here in the foreseeable future. So it's just a big compounding effect. So I just did my math for the week. So S&P 500, we already sort of covered that, up 0.05% for the week. The Dow Jones up 0.17, the Nasdaq up 0.47, and then my portfolio changer for the week is up 1.6%. This was from Apple and a few others here. We can see Apple up 2.34%, and that makes up a good portion of my portfolio. So that really helped out my overall portfolio move higher. And that is it for today's video. If you are brand new to the channel, have not yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you did enjoy the video, find it helpful, hit the thumbs up. I always appreciate your subscriptions. And of course, all those likes really help the channel out. And of course, if you have any comments, questions, going over anything in today's video, just want to say hello, drop me a comment. I always appreciate it as well. So that is it for today's video. Thank you all for tuning in. I will see you next time. Have a great day. Bye.